Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is a channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into the week. Keep trying to get these weeks straight. I'm just going to say week 19. It is the week of May 4th, and may the 4th be with you. I am a Star Wars nerd, and I love Star Trek as well, so I'm not taking out the Trekkies, but I love both Star Wars and Star Trek. Am I a super fanatic? No. But I do love both of them. And today is May 4th. So this is the week of May 4th. We're going to talk about don't enter the market this week without this weekly plan for the Dow. Let's get into the week. So again, week 19. This is our weekly plan. So this is S&P or ES, depending on what platform you're trading on. So here we are. Last week, we had a monthly imbalance that we were trying to fill. Didn't quite make it up there. With that being said, looking at this, we did not quite break through this high. We did clean up this gap down from previously. My thoughts are, because we didn't tap into this imbalance on this monthly, let's kind of pull out and see where we are. I do not think we're done going down. We have a gap up right here above the 50% mark on our daily range that we're in, and we did not break out of that daily range. So my thoughts are we're not done with this range right now. We are not done. Let's look at the monthly and realizing it's the beginning of the month, right? May 4th. So looking at the monthly, last month put in a high. It did not quite make it back to the low of the prior month. So we have this imbalance left from the previous month. Now, price has gone in a bullish direction, which leads me to think it's trying to clean this up before probably closing bullish. However, again, going back, let's look at the weekly real quick. Even within the weekly, our daily range is the weekly range as well. It hasn't broken out of that weekly range. So I'm not looking for price to continue higher at this point. I am looking at price to definitely clean up this monthly imbalance and also be able to, again, we want the market to be efficient. Clean that up and probably, continue down and clean up those gaps that have come up throughout the previous weeks and days. So once the market opens, we'll see if it's trailing down here to this weekly support. Then we know it's probably going to take out this imbalance right here and potentially continue down for the rest of the month, and we'll just have a bullish month. Right now, we're just looking for what the market opens. If it goes up first, it's a highly likelihood it's just going to pop right into this imbalance and shoot straight back down. If indeed it goes down first during the open, probably going to get that support, and it's going to slowly climb into this imbalance, and it may continue up from there once if we get a daily close above this range. Then I'll be looking for some potential buys on a pullback. However, right now I'm looking for market to open. If it pulls down, I'm looking to get support right here, because right now the market is still showing bearish overall. If we look at currently bearish. If we just look at the trend, it just has not broken out of this range. So in my mind, it hasn't finished business here. And we have monthly support and the weekly support all the way down here. And I believe this weekly is a equal low. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's pretty much an equal low. So my thoughts are price probably will continue down here and finish cleaning up this these anomalies or things that we can take a look at in the market, but it is, you know, they're there. So right now, I'm looking for the market to open. Will it get to this imbalance for the monthly? Maybe this week. Again, it's the beginning of the month. Maybe this week we'll go ahead and tap into that imbalance, and it'll probably continue down and clean up this area here where we have some imbalances left, and then candles with no wicks on the weekly. So it's probably not going to rush down there. So probably about 3 or 4 weeks, we'll probably make it down there. So probably by the end of the month, at some point, it will probably tap into here. But right now, I'm not seeing the prices looking to turn around and continue up for S&P right now. So that's where I am on S&P. Let's go over here to gold. Gold, gold, gold. So over here on gold, we're looking at, again, our daily range. Price is not broken out of that daily range. We had that, it created that high. We had our breaking structure right here. Looks like, yep, we got to close below this low right here. It took out this candle with no wick. Oh, wow. Let's look at the actual, that looks like an equal low right there. So the low here is 32,087. That's 32,087. The low here is 32,094. On a daily time frame, that's pretty much equal lows. I don't think gold is done retracing yet. I think it has the rest of this area down here in this range to clean up, which is perfect for us because if gold comes back into this area, this is the prime place for buys. Prime place for buys. So looking at this, it did on Friday come and tap into that resistance. And yeah, I think it has more space to continue down and run into these imbalances. This is the daily. I'm looking forward to check out this gap. I really, at the minimum on the daily, we would like it to take out, run right into this imbalance right here. That's what we wanted to do. At least the 50% mark. So 31.57, I would start looking for buys. Not saying that we looking for buys, meaning that you should look for confirmation. If we don't get a support form on the daily, I would look for price. I'll run all the way down to here and clean up this other imbalance. But I will be looking for daily support once price enters this area on a daily. So that's where we are on gold. I can put a trend line for that. 31.57.9, so 31.58. When price touches in that area, it might only enter this area, this gap. It might only enter there and like turn around. It may not even make it to the 50% mark. That's where we're looking at. That's where we're looking at. So actually, yeah, I don't know. Neither here nor there. That's about the same. If at least on a 4-hour, we're looking for 4-hour support to form, which means we got, oh, see, yeah, we have candle with no wick here and candle with no wick here on the 4-hour. Yeah, I see price continuing lower. However, again, we're looking for price. It's at least touching to this area. If indeed we don't get confirmation, yeah, we have other areas down here that price can come to. If you're going to short to this area, be very careful. A lot of times I see prices tap into these imbalances and then take off. So it doesn't have to come all the way down here. I'm just showing you what the market has been showing us and potential areas to get buys from at this point. Since overall gold is super bullish. However, gold has been very efficient. That's why I'm looking at for gold to go ahead and clean up these imbalances, candles with equal lows. I'm thinking gold's going to come back and take care of those before continuing up. So that's where we are for gold. Let's go over here to the Dow. So here we are in the daily for the Dow. The Dow has just broken the previous high on Friday. So tapped right into this imbalance, this weekly imbalance that we had marked out. Did not quite take out the equal high. This right here on the Dow. So definitely looking for price to continue up and take that out. If we can get a close, I really want to see a close above 42,925 here to think that the Dow is going to continue back into this bullish run. Right now, again, I'm thinking price will come up here and take this out, and we'll look for confirmation that it's broke resistance up here again at 42, whatever this is. What is this? Open 42,927. We'll put a today. Yeah, we'll look for price to go ahead. If it hits that resistance and does not, we don't get a daily close above that, probably looking for price to retrace back into these areas. Right now, where price is at a premium. It broke out. Well, we can do this now. We have a new high. Yep, this will be our new low. All right, higher low, get a low, higher low. It hasn't put in a new higher low, right? So again, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's gonna go ahead and probably, we'll see when the market opens. It'll pull back because we're already past the 50%. Oh, dang it! Look at that. The close was right, like pretty much right on the 50% mark. So, probably get a pullback, take out these equal highs. We have this gap here to still manage, and we'll probably get that pull back into this area here, get that support with a new lower high, and then get some good buys. But right now, this is where you can trade this. You just got to be very conscious of what's going on and where you are, where price is, and the time of day. So we could probably get support here on this daily candle from Thursday, and then come up. You can get some pretty good price action up in to and through. What is this here? 41,869. So 41,870. 41,870. That would be a good TP if you're, looking to get a quick. So here, that's a 1-to-1. If you're trading off the daily, I wouldn't do it. Let me see. 4 hour higher low here. Got an imbalance down here. And again, going all the way up to here. So almost a 5-to-1. That would be the juice worth the squeeze at that point. That would be the juice worth the squeeze at the point. And again, price doesn't have to come all the way back down to here. It could just tap into this imbalance right here. But that's the 50% mark. So that would be the best case scenario for you to get buys down there to continue up. If you're going to try to get buys without a confirmation that price is like bullish at this point. It's on the 4 hour. It's a good place to get in on a 30-minute or hour candle. And you can get a quick but a 5-to-1 maybe this week. Looking at this, yeah. You can get a 5-to-1 this week, get a confirmation down here. I would not be trying to buy from up here though. That's my point in showing you this guys. Hey, that's my point in showing you this. I would not be trying to get buys from up in this area, in the premium area where we're at the top of the range of the daily range. And even on the 4 hour range, we're still in the premium. I would wait for price to come back a little bit down, and we will definitely see when the market opens where price is going to come to and through at that point. If it's going to come back down here to our 50% mark to continue up, that would be awesome. If it only touches here, this is the daily. If it only touches support and then continues up and takes out these equal highs, getting a probably an hour confirmation here, that would still be a good trade at that point. Just a little leery on that. Just a little leery. Okay. Let's use this range here. This is our new 4-hour range. If we use this new 4-hour range and price comes into this area, that would be an opportunity. That means it's going to be using this imbalance for support. I mean, it'll tap into this area, get support, and then take off. So getting a new low support, a new low for this 4-hour, that would be the best ideal to get a buy on the 4-hour. And at that point, set your stop loss here. And you see at that point, it's a 2.5 to 1. And yes, of course, we wanted to come all the way up to here. But if price, continues up, yeah, we'll be looking forward to grab support there. I think it's going to probably try to go for this gap. If it doesn't, we have that plan to come all the way back down to this area first before continuing up. So this imbalance right here before continuing up to take out those equal highs. Again, I really see price retracing all the way back down into these areas here where we have the gap and we have unfinished business with these imbalances, equal lows, and so forth and so on. I do not think the Dow is ready to resume its bullish nature. I think it's trying to be efficient and clean things up. That's where I am right now. So you can go ahead and get a quick, looks like 5 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, where price doesn't break that high. And so you can participate. I would just be looking for the bigger move, which is all the way back down here. Just all the way back down here. And it's showing it has plenty of opportunities. This equal low here, this gap here, another equal low here, another imbalance here. It's showing it has plenty of potential to come back into these areas within this month. Definitely within this month where you can get a better position. So I know most people go away. Everybody's gone for the summer, so the volume will be a little bit lower. Overall, the market doesn't stop moving. So that's the Dow. Let's go to Bitcoin really quickly. Bitcoin. So you see, we have a close above our daily range. So we have a new daily range. This was weekly. Okay, it has not taken out the high of the weekly range. And that's what it is. So with that, we see prices left this weekly imbalance right here. I'm going to mark it in yellow. Would love price to come back into this area before continuing up. It hasn't broken the high yet of the weekly. So even on that daily range, let me look at daily range, weekly. So right here where it gapped up, daily range is this now. Yeah, I think overall this is still the range on the daily. It has a new high. It had a break of structure, new high. Just really want price to come back into this area before getting another buy. If you're not already in a move, hey, If you're looking super long term, you don't have to protect your position. You might be able to pull it up to here. What is this? 83, 810. That would be a good place to move your stop loss up. If you got in the move right here, you see we had this breaker structure here, pullback. If you got in with confirmation down here, this looks like a good place to put a stop loss, to lock in some of your earnings and your profits. And price will probably come back into this area. Once we get a confirmation up here, you can move your stop loss up. So looking for price to come back into this area here. We have a weekly imbalance. Daily range is still saying prices at a premium. Love for price to come back into this discount area here to get a new position, which would if you already have a position, this would be, if you want to add to your position, this would be a nice place to add to your position. So that's where I am right now. Will price take out that high on that weekly? Possibly. I want to see, in that case, if it does not come all the way back down to here, I want to see it get support right here at 96,800 and put in a daily close above there. And, again, price retrace, get a position, and let price continue up and follow Bitcoin to its new highs. So that's Bitcoin. So that's the trading week for week 19. Definitely take a look at that weekly trading plan for the Dow. Don't go into the week without taking a look at that. I went very much into depth about where we are with the Dow. The Dow, I do not think is ready for it to return to its bullish moves. There's a lot of irregularities that it still needs to take care of, and I believe that the market is super efficient, especially with what's going on now. So we do have a plan both ways. If it continues up, then we have a plan for that. And then if it still is in retracement overall, we have a plan for that as well. So this is the Investment Process Channel. Have a great trading week.